So before the playoffs started, I thought, any team in the NFC could beat Dallas or give them a good game. But I also thought that at the same time, Dallas could beat any team. They had just as much as a chance to beat any team in the NFC. Um, Going into this weekend, I was confident. I thought we were going to win. Um, I know winning in the playoffs is hard. It's not easy. It's easy to take for granted if you're a fan of, another team. But, it's not easy to win in the playoffs. Um, the reason why I was so confident that we were going to beat Green Bay had nothing to do with Green Bay, really. It's just that, Dallas had it set up perfectly for them this year. And I just, there's no excuse. There's no excuse to what happened yesterday. There's no excuse. We're the number one seed in the conference. We have the best record in the conference. We have home field advantage. There was no excuse. There's no excuse. And I said before the game, I said, if they don't get it done this year, then it'll never happen. It'll never happen. And, that might be a little, too negative, but, I have 21 years of evidence in the post Jimmy Johnson era. This team has been a failure. It was a failure. This season was a failed season. People don't want to hear that, but it's the truth. And you know what? The only team that's going to have a successful season in the NFL is the team that's going to get the trophy at the end. And once again, it's not going to be Dallas. So it's a failed season. And, a lot of people, a lot of fans, a lot of Cowboys fans, and a lot of talking heads, they're going to be, drinking the Kool-Aid. Right now they're drinking the Kool-Aid. I guess I got to applaud you guys for being positive, but, the Cowboys are not built to be a successful franchise. They're not. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and out of 32 teams, I think maybe 4 you can say that, they compete year in and year out. New England, Pittsburgh, Green Bay, and I guess you can say Seattle, though they're starting to fall off some. But Dallas isn't it. So there's a lot of positive things being said about Dallas right now in terms of going forward. And a lot of those things are true. Maybe the Cowboys do have a bright future. This season, my video stopped recording because stupid data. My bad. But yeah, as I was saying, there's a lot of positive things people are going to say about the Cowboys going forward from now. And a lot of it might be true. They're going to say, this season wasn't a failure. The Cowboys have a future now. They have a future potential franchise quarterback. Their backfield is secure, and they still have that offensive line, and all they got to do is just retool the defense. And this team is behind Jason Garrett, and there's a lot of positive things happening in Dallas. All they got to do is just do this and do that. We've been talking about building up the defense for years now, since DeMarcus Ware left. Oh, my bad. Since we told DeMarcus Ware that he wasn't worth the money, and he left and won a championship with another franchise, by the way. But yeah, another off season of, we're going to do this and we're going to do this. Why should I believe that? You can believe it. You can be positive. That's fine. You can want to be positive. That's fine. But no, I'm just going to be pissed. I'm pissed because, as I said, if we can get home field advantage, be the best team in the conference all season just to lose in the first game of the playoffs, rookie quarterback or not, inexperienced or not, It's just not going to happen. We have to get lucky. This is not we are not Pittsburgh. We are not New England. We are not Green Bay. We are not guaranteed to compete year after year after year. It's hard to do that. That's why only 4 teams currently can do that. Dallas is not one of those teams. Are they going to become one of those teams? They could, but I don't think so. And I have 21 years, going on 22 years of evidence supporting that. So, I'm just not drinking the Kool-Aid, man. I'm tired. Maybe we'll get lucky. I feel bad for Jason Witten, man. I haven't watched the post-game interviews yet. What a waste. Him and Romo. What a waste. I'm just not, I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid, man. A lot of you guys are happy. A lot of you guys want to be positive, man. I think it's a loser's mentality. It's a loser's mentality. Oh, we have a future. Everything's gonna be okay. Why give me a reason to believe that? I don't have a reason. So just sit back and watch Pittsburgh and New England, 2 successful franchises, play for a championship again. As Dallas is at home again. The Jacksonville Jaguars have won more playoff games in the last 20 years than the Dallas Cowboys. The last time the Cowboys won anything of importance, I was 9 years old. That's where we are as a franchise. But hey, maybe we'll get lucky. I'm not holding my breath. I wanted to say more about the actual game. It was a good game. I mean, if you didn't have a rooting interest, it was an entertaining game. I'm just frustrated, about the way this team came out. Having a bye week and coming out flat. The penalties, the flags, the mistakes. We came back, able to came back, make it a game. But once again, the table was set. We had the home field. We had to execute on offense. Had to be on point, and it wasn't. Had to be on point. We weren't going to beat them with defense. Tell you that. It's disappointing. It's disappointing. Another off season of, we need help. We need help on defense. We're going to draft defense. Let me tell you how the off season is going to go, okay? Because I've seen this movie before. In the off season, the fans, a lot of Cowboys fans and a lot of talking heads, they're going to love us. They're going to hype us up. Oh, they have a future. They have a future. They're going to be okay. They just got to do this and that. They have a future. We're going to sign some people on defense and free agency. We'll draft for defense, and people will pick us to, get back to the playoffs and all that. And then the actual season will happen, and then we'll disappoint. And then all the Cowboys fans will be pissed. Then all the talking heads will be like, oh, I told you this Cowboy team was going to disappoint. I told you. I've seen this movie before. 21 years, going on 22. Failure. Jerry Jones, failure. Tony Romo, Jason Witten, you're wasting their careers. That's your legacy, Jerry. Hey, I'm happy for DeMarcus Ware. He got out and got his ring. Good for him.